Right, right, Mr. Horn. I'm really pleased to show that video, the latest securements. I would hardly recommend the Whodunit TV series. I'm not too fussed about the first series, although I will give it a try, with Edward Woodward being the host. The best ones are series 2 to 6, which feature John Pertwee. A lot of them written by Jamie Lloyd, you know, did a lot of the sitcoms, and that's Percival. So, this would secure the Whodunit box set, either off Network or Amazon or eBay. But, so, inspired by your post, which you seem pretty happy with, and don't blame me really. I'll give them my kind of quick review, a little more comprehensive one later. The Bloodsuckers, aka Incense for the Damned. Again, I come across this through trying to find something different than the usual suspect. You know, that's some obscure film that, for example, Patrick Moore might have done, or Peter Lorre or Boris Karloff, or you know, Ralph Bates. So when I saw this one, Bloodsuckers, I made a YouTube test. You know, checked out the YouTube for the trailer for the film, and yeah, I got it. It's actually the same jacket cover that you received today in your humble home in Scunthorpe. And exactly the same cover. Well, you know, it's based on a book called Doctors Wear Scarlet. And its alternative title, which I'm guessing is for America, is Incense for the Damned. So the film starts off with I can't remember exactly off. But this bloke who plays the head huntsman and cohort of the Squire in Plague of the Zombies, he turns up at this, I think it's probably like an Oxford University or something. There's a voiceover saying about the dean of the place, his son went to Greece, and there's report from authorities that he's fallen in with a bad crowd, you know, cultists and debauchery and all that, and he's fallen on in bad ways, bad company. So he's sent with Patrick Moore's, for his name, but his fiance, well, probably his fiancée, but turns out he's impotent. He can't rise to the occasion. So she goes with this actor who plays the huntsman in the dog's body of the Squire in Plague of the Zombies, and it's very good acting. I don't know what the appropriate term is, so not being PC. But an excellent actor called Johnny Secker. Really top-notch performance. So they go over and they meet the consulate there, I think it's a concert, played by Patrick McGee from the Avengers. Patrick McNee from the Avengers. I can see this one being an outtake. Of course, an outtake because I've cocked it up. So the outtake can go on the other YouTube page. Right, so basically, Jeff, like I said, I've seen your packages that come today. Bloodsuckers, Tower of Evil, and Creeping Flesh, Blood Beast Terror. All recommendations from me, so it's a bit of yin and yang between us. You'll put me onto the car, I'll put into Bloodsuckers, Tower of Evil, Blood Beast Terror, when you eventually can get it at a decent price. Creeping Flesh. And I recommend again, who done it. You can skip the first series, but it's the second series when they start to incorporate the sets into the panel area. And Harry H. Corbett's in one of them. Anyway, I digress. So, Bloodsuckers. Patrick Moore's character, there's a voice of it, goes off to Greece and it shows you some scenes. It falls in with bad crowds, so the report says. Into debauchery, orgies, all sorts of stuff which is awful. And his father was like high up professor or chief dean of this Oxford Tap University. So this bloke who plays one of the Squire's henchmen in Plague of the Zombie, the chief henchman, he and this black actor called Johnny Secker, and this actress who plays Patrick Moore's, although Patrick Moore's can't know this, his fiancée, a lot of people don't know until later on, is Patrick Moore's character is impotent. So they get requisitioned with to go to Greece, and it's beautiful. A lot of it is location filmed. I don't think there's much, if any. There will be some studio filming, but not much. A lot of it, the scene is absolutely stunning. And so that's fine. So they arrive in Greece, meet Patrick McNee, who was the commissioner, somewhat high up in the Foreign Office there, and he gets roped in. There's some acolytes of this Chrysissa, whatever they call it, played by Imogen Hassel, who would sense that something's happening, and eventually they quickly, more or less, get Patrick Moore, rescue him, although he's still under Carissa's spell. But the lass who plays Patrick Moore's girlfriend, stroke fiancée in the film, she's kind of affected by Carissa's spell, and you know, it's at this monastery place. So eventually, a lot of things go off where they try and prevent them from taking Carissa. Although she loves Patrick Moore's character, once she's finished with him, she will kill him. give me an idea to that. I fancy watching Bloodsuckers again and telling you. Yeah, well, put Bloodsuckers on tonight. So, Patrick McNee's character is sent down on a donkey to get some help. Carissa, played by Imogen Hassel, forces the donkey to rear up near the cliff edge. Patrick McNee's character falls to his death. Did we watch Bloodsuckers?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I thought I read it on the film. We watched Tower Healer, didn't we? Blood Beast Terror. So, Patrick McNee's character falls to his death, but somehow they manage. She falls to her death, but her spirit lives on. So Patrick McNee's character is killed and is fallen on Carissa's kill, but the spirit lives on. They get Patrick Moore's character back to England. Beautiful scenery filmed around River Thames, around Twickenham and that area. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Well, it's definitely shot on location. And they try and unconvert Patrick Moore's character to Nolan to go back to the university, practice under his father and marry his fiancée. Hopefully all becomes impotent for them. Well, as it becomes quite clear that Chris's character, played by Imogen Hassel, her spirit lives on, and they try their best to save their friend, but it all comes to a crunch at this formal gathering of deans and professors and people at the university. They're one of the great banqueting halls where he goes to make a speech. Unfortunately, it goes on about a rant about this and that. So they try their best. They really do try their best to get rid of Carissa's influence over Patrick Moore's character. They really try, and there's thing. It goes on a rant about this and that, and then the whole room goes berserk. He shoots off with the bloke who was the chief dog's body of the Squire, Plague of the Zombies. That's a very bit of my viewing attempt for tonight. Plague of the Zombies, the reptile. The Wicker Man. Plague of the Zombies, the reptile. And I've watched Bloodsuckers again. It's good. So it comes to a climax. On the rooftops. I can't remember if he slips and is hanging on the edge, or he just lets himself fall to his death, because he'd rather be in death with Carissa's spirit than live in this. So I really, luckily for me, Plague of the Zombies and the reptile that were in the Hammer box set, Bloodsuckers, Wicker Man, I can get ready. I'll do that now and I'll come back. films.
Already prepared.
Oh yes. Thomas is outside that bucket. So, recommend Bloodsuckers. I'll say some now, Jeff. Bloodsuckers has taken me by surprise. It's not a well-known film. It's probably there will be a small following that will love the film, that are well aware of the film. But I don't know the part of it. I'm just amazed, though, Jeff, of how sometimes these films are fantastic. Largely shot on location. You can't really go wrong, man. It's just brilliant. I love this. These are the type of films which will be on the top shelf of my ultimate, my go-to films. Especially in moments of when you can't decide what to watch, you haven't got any scheduled program of events. But Bloodsuckers, Incense for the Damned, to me, that's better than the film that them from the League of Gentlemen, Mark Gatiss and Company, rave about, which is Blood on Satan's Claw. That's a separate review. This is all about Bloodsuckers, Incense for the Damned. Patrick Moore was an absolute barnstorming performance as a person under the influence of this Chris's character played by the late Imogen Hassel. Patrick McNee is rather hands-on as this person who gets roped into helping him at the Greek end, but ultimately he gets killed by the spirit of Chris's as he is thrown off the cliff edge, and he managed to hang on to a branch, but it's only a matter of time before that gives way and plummets to his death. But I love Bloodsuckers. The fact that it's not like Tower of Evil, which is another separate thing you can do with each one. Myself, I'd heartily recommend Incense for the Damned, aka Bloodsuckers. Basically, just for the locations alone, the locations in Greece was absolutely amazing. Probably before it was long, ruined. By mass tourism. But I love the film. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. It probably won't win any Oscars or any Emmys today or any Golden Globes, but sometimes, that's just a person's opinion, isn't it? That it doesn't mean jack, because a lot of these films like Dark Places, Herbert Lom's in it, Joan Collins is in it, Christopher Lee's in it, Robert Hardy's in it, and it's filmed in and around Uxbridge and Denham, and it has a lovely raw grainy feel to it. There's dark scenes in the village, and a lot of that, I think, is minimal studio filming. It's absolutely amazing. So we'll do a USB day this Saturday, Jeff, so be prepared. I'll be making sure everything's charged up, and I'll have my tablet ready to do the chat, and the boom box, well not the boom box, the KS Boom Bar Plus to amplify your sound. It does make your sound a lot better, not distant and tinny. And I'll have this little contraption filming it, and it'll be in smaller chunks on Instagram and Facebook, but one large chunk on YouTube if I can. Even if it's in 2 parts, I'll try and get it down to 2 parts. The main thing is enjoy Bloodsuckers, and I'll do another video about Tower of Evil. So Bloodsuckers for me is a solid 8 out of 10. 4 out of 5 stars.